Welcome to Onslow County today. I'm your host, Lisa Whitman-Grice, and we are at, for sure, one of my most favorite places in all of Onslow County. We are at the historic Pelletier House, the oldest house in Jacksonville, and the home of Rufus Pelletier and later on his daughter, Eliza Pelletier Morton. We are so glad that we have some terrific guests with us today. We're going to be talking with Lisa Kozlowski from the Onslow County Public Library. Lisa's going to share with us all of the fun events going on at all of our branches. We'll also visit with Michelle Killian from the Onslow County Health Department. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Michelle will be talking with us about the importance of early detection. Then we'll talk with our friend LaQuisha Cadwallader from the Onslow County Park and Recreation Department, all about the spooky season of Halloween and Monster Bash and fun movies. And finally, we'll talk with Sarah Ware from Onslow County Cooperative Extension about everything from the fair to canning to using those kitchen gadgets. We are so glad that you're joining us on this beautiful day for Onslow County Today. Welcome back to Onslow County Today, and joining us now is Lisa Kozlowski with the Onslow County Public Library System. Lisa, we're so glad you're here.
I'm so excited to be here to share what we have.
So I'm sure you're all rested up from the summer.
Yes, no.
But ready to jump into the fall, and every single branch has got something fun planned as we enter the sort of this pre-holiday season, that fall time. So we want to sort of talk about what each branch is up to and sort of the special things that they have in store for the community. And we'll start, of course, where your home base at Main Branch. Let's talk about Main.
Main Library, we are so excited. We have Financial Aid Night coming up on October 10th, I believe.
Okay.
And that's at 5 p.m. And those who are planning and starting to do their college applications really should think about coming. And even those in college should come and brush up for their next years.
The process can be intimidating.
Absolutely.
You know, the FAFSA and everything that you have to do. So the fact that you all, again, provide that resource.
Yes.
and walk families
yes.
through that, because it's not just the student, it's not just the parents or guardians, that's a family process.
Absolutely, and having done it 5 times myself, I know exactly what it's like. And I know you've done it too yourself.
Right, so you've got Financial Aid Night for our college and our pre-college students.
Correct.
And then what else is going on at Maine?
We have a costume swap going on.
What a super idea, because we all have closets full of kiddo costumes, and you know, you're not going to be a scarecrow 2 years in a row.
And kids grow so fast, so if you have a costume in your home that you can't use anymore, drop it off at any of the branches. All branches are accepting donations for costumes. If you want to, you can get a ticket for your costume that you donated, and then that will give you a chance to go to Main Library to pick out a new costume. And every costume will be sanitized and cleaned and ready to go and organized in sizes, so that way it'll be easier to find something.
What a great idea, and that you are sort of shopping at your local library, but also you're contributing and you're sharing that, you know, those costumes that your kids are just not going to wear again. They're 2 feet taller.
Absolutely, and the beauty part of it is that while you have a window to shop for yourself, it's kind of like a preview shop, then we're going to open it up to our other patrons, and whatever's left over we're going to take to the housing authorities for those who may not be able to afford a costume.
What a great service. And so, you know, a celebration of that fun time.
Yes, ma'am.
Finding the right costume shouldn't be stressful.
No, not at all, and especially if you can't afford one. Prices, we all know, are skyrocketing for everything, so it's a way for us to recycle, reuse, and reduce as well.
Fantastic. Now, so costume swap, financial aid. Anything else going on at Maine?
Yes, 2 of our new programs are Music and Movement, and that's for the 0 to 3-year-olds, and it's a new program that's run by one of our new employees, and she's doing a fantastic job, and that's basically almost a mini dance party for the younger kids.
Yeah.
And that's once a week on Wednesdays. And then we also have Grow, Learn, and Connect.
Fantastic.
And it used to, they might know it as Grow, Learn, and Play, but we changed it to Connect because Jen has created a nice environment where it's more about the parents connecting with each other, because during story time they like to connect with each other, so this way story time they can use for their child and interacting with their child, and Grow, Learn, Connect, they can come and connect while their child plays.
It's what a great place for that sort of parental networking, because
Yes,
we all
ma'am.
need that sounding board sometimes. We need that connection. So,
And more so after COVID, because now everybody's getting back out in the community. People have had children during the time we were all, sequestered in our homes. So now it's a great way to go meet people who are going through the same thing you're going through.
that is fantastic. And finally, I know that one of the things that Maine talks a lot about, and one of the things our friend Sinatra works on, is
Yes,
local
ma'am.
authors.
That's exactly right. We have local author night, and, 2 days actually. There's 2 days of local authors, so you can come out and meet your local authors. There are a ton of them in Onslow County, and the beauty part is now they can network with each other, find out tips of the trade, as well as the public can come in, look at their books, talk to them, talk about their process, that type of thing. So there are 2 days in October for that.
Fantastic.
Yes, all that stuff can be found in our newsletter or online on our website.
Well, that's what we want to do. We want to send folks so that they can see the specifics, the times, the best way if they need to pre-register, go to Sign Up Genius, anything like that.
Yes, ma'am. The beauty part of our local author days are you don't have to pre-register, it's a drop-in.
Fantastic. Well, let's travel down the road a little bit and find out what's going on in Richlands.
Oh, well, I'm so excited because, as you know, Richlands has a new branch manager, and they're doing some amazing stuff out there. They have the Storybook Pumpkin Patch, and the Storybook Pumpkin Patch is you decorate a pumpkin, real or fake, in a character of a book.
All right.
So we've had many characters. We've had Fancy Nancy, we've had Pete the Cat, so you can pick anything. The only thing we ask is that you do not pierce your pumpkin if you use a real pumpkin.
Right.
Please paint it, tape, glue, anything you need, but do not pierce it because it will not last the entire month.
And not only do we have a new branch manager, but also a new programmer.
Yes, Miss Maya, she's already started off. She's jumped right in there and doing an amazing job. She's actually doing story time right now as we talk.
All right. It's going to be loud, which
Yes.
is a good thing.
Yes, but before I forget, Sneads Ferry is also doing the Storybook Pumpkin
Okay.
Patch. You decorate it, you drop it off at your branch, and then you can pick it up after they judge it, and there is a prize.
Okay.
Yes.
Everybody likes a prize.
Absolutely.
So decorate it in the style of your favorite character.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
So Pumpkin Patch, Storybook Pumpkin Patch. All right. What else?
They have TNT,
Okay.
and that is one of our teen groups. They also have story times. They're working on getting other programs, but they offer STEAM and art. So there's a lot of things. Just check out the newsletter and you'll see what's happening at each branch.
All right. Well, let's keep moving then.
Absolutely.
So we've already said a little bit about Sneads Ferry. We talked about they've got their pumpkin patch as well.
Correct.
But they too have a fun new manager down there.
Yes,
and
Miss Jess.
she has come up with some fun things as well.
Yes, absolutely. And Miss Ann has been there for a while, and she
Yeah.
does amazing work.
Yes.
But they're doing a trivia night.
Okay.
So it come for light snacks, some fun. It's open to people 12 years and older for teams of 4. They can register, and then they're going to have some light snacks and some fun, and they want you to come dressed in costume.
Okay. Fantastic.
You don't have to, but they want you to.
All right. So come dressed in costume, play a little trivia, have
Yes.
a light snack.
And some
hang out.
prizes.
And some prizes.
Yes.
All right. We've said Richlands, we've said Maine, we've said Sneads. Swansboro.
My old stomping ground,
Right.
and Maya's old stomping ground as well. Well, in Swansboro, they have an anime club they've started.
Okay.
Miss Anna's the new programmer there. She's been there about a year. She has done an amazing job with the teens and gotten their interest in anime. So they will show a movie or have some literature through the anime books and learn about Japanese culture, and the kids get to pick what's coming next. So it's not us deciding, it's the kids deciding what they want next.
What they want. Well, these are all, and what I love is sort of how disparate everything is, from anime to pumpkins to trivia to swapping out costumes.
Yes.
There's really and truly, we say it sometimes, but this really does have something for everyone.
Yes, and the thing is, we're just talking about a tip of the iceberg of what programs we have available. So I encourage everybody to check out our newsletter, our website, call your local branch, stop in your local branch, because there's signs and calendars and newsletters, so you know what's going on all the time.
All right, well, Lisa Kate, it's always fun talking with you.
Thank you.
We're gonna send people to the Onslow County Public Library website, pick up a newsletter next time you're in your favorite branch, and find out all the cool things that are going on this fall.
Thank you for having us. I look forward to doing this again with you.
Welcome back to Onslow County Today, and joining us now is a new face to Onslow County Today, Michelle Killian. Michelle, thank you for being here.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, first things first, since you are new to Onslow County Today, we want to make sure that our viewers know who you are and what you do. And so please tell us a little bit about your role at the Onslow County Health Department.
Okay. I am the Women's Health Nurse Supervisor.
Okay.
I supervise everything about women's health, family planning, colposcopy clinic, the maternal health clinics.
Right.
We have we have 5 nurses that do a fantastic job. They are very knowledgeable about what they do, and our patients know that we love them. So.
Well, enough said. How about that? I mean, how wonderful, because you bring that to your office, to your clinics every single day.
Yes.
And I'm sure that that shows. You know, and that's why we wanted to have this conversation today, because you all are passionate about the care that you provide here in Onslow County. And,
Yes.
and today we really wanted to talk about, since it is October,
Yes.
breast cancer awareness and prevention,
Yes,
and all that entails, because I don't think that there's one of us that has not had our lives in some way
Right.
touched by this.
Right.
So let's sort of think first, you know, we talk about those very personal experiences, but the numbers play that out. I mean,
Yes,
the
they do.
statistics, tell us a little bit.
Well, 1 in every 8 women in the United States in her lifetime will develop breast cancer. And every 2 minutes, there's a diagnosis of breast cancer.
You know, when we think about those statistics, just off the bat, 1 in every 8 women, so just you and a group of your colleagues, your coworkers within your office,
Yes.
you know, that it will touch that person and their family, and then all of you in some capacity. But then the idea of every 2 minutes.
Every 2 minutes, it is, it's terrible. Every 2 minutes, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer.
And that's just in America.
That's just here in the United States, yes.
Now, when we think about that diagnosis, that it's every 2 minutes, I shudder to think about a time when we didn't have access, when we didn't have those screenings available.
Right.
The women, you know, our foremothers,
Yes.
their experiences.
Yes.
And so now there's so much more technology and awareness, and we're all very comfortable having these conversations, because it is our mothers, our sisters,
Yes.
our daughters.
Yes.
So talk a little bit about what it means to have an early diagnosis or early detection.
Okay, so early detection is great. If you do have breast cancer, your outcome of living is more it's better.
Right.
The
Quality of life.
Yes, the quality of life. Also, treatment is much easier on a woman that gets diagnosed with breast cancer early.
And at the Onslow County Health Department, I mean, your goal, we know, is to keep the well.
Yes,
And it's really about detection and prevention.
Yes.
And making sure you reach women across the board,
Right.
and making sure that they have access to appropriate diagnostic opportunities. So talk a little bit about what you all do,
Okay.
and your partnership with with our local hospital, the Onslow Memorial Hospital, in assisting women to first steps. How do they get get screened?
Okay, so first of all, they have to be eligible for BSEP program.
Okay.
The eligibility is, of course, you have to be female. For breast screenings, you have to be 40 to 60 years old.
Okay.
For cervical screenings, you have to be 21 to 64
Okay.
to be eligible for those services. Also, you have to be 250% below the poverty level. We have a lot of women that are underinsured or have no insurance whatsoever. And those are the targeted women that we want to help. Those women without that program probably would never get screened. And it is very important for that population to be able to have that access to care.
So when we think about women in this age group, when we think about women who don't have access to care, they are mothers and grandmothers
Yes.
who have a lot of responsibility in their household as well.
Yes.
I mean, these are oftentimes the matriarchs. These are the people who keep that household going, and they're oftentimes the last to take care of themselves as well.
Yes, we find that a lot. Our moms especially, our grandparents too, they are, like you said, the last to take care of themselves. So with this program, we really target these people. These are moms, these are sisters, these are even grandmas that really need the service. And we are so proud of this service to help these people. We have screened a lot of women, and we've had women that needed further screening.
Okay.
So it is such a wonderful program that we offer for these ladies that fall by the wayside, that they don't think about themselves first. So we try to do the best that we can for them, to get them in and get them screened.
So when you serve as sort of that intercessor for those folks offering these opportunities, you talked about BSEP, and I really want to go back to that because we use these acronyms and we want to understand exactly what that stands for.
Okay, so BSEP means, and it stands for breast cancer screening as well as cervical cancer screening prevention.
Okay.
It's a program that is funded federally. It used to be funded state, but now it's federal. And it's better, I think, that we can service those women federally.
Better. Well, and again, we mentioned and we talk about October being breast cancer awareness and prevention and early detection. But there are those connections. It's a holistic approach. We are one body, and so the idea of breast cancer and cervical cancer, which is also so prevalent for women. We want to make sure that people understand that it's holistic. It's about the whole person.
It is about the whole person. When one body part is sick, everything is sick. It has to do with our minds too, our mindsets. When a patient comes in with issues and they're in our program, we do care about their whole being. We care about their families. We care about everything about that person, that we we sit back and they may come in crying, upset, and we really try to take the time with them to make them feel better and explain what's going on with them, because sometimes their mammograms don't come back normal.
Right.
And then we follow up with them, and we do refer them out to a specialist too. So, there's a lot going on in your mind if you are ever diagnosed with something like that. So we try to, like you said, do the holistic health care with them, because it's not about just your body, it's about your mind too.
Well, I'm listening to what you're talking about, and it's the idea that first we have to make us all more aware.
Yes.
We know what we should do.
Right.
We know that this is not a new story.
Right.
We know that we've all had friends or family members in some way. We've all been, again, as we've said, touched by this. But what you all do is give access.
We do.
You give access to that early detection, those first steps.
Yes.
But you also give great guidance.
When a woman comes into our clinic, we do advocate breast exams, self-breast exams,
Sure.
monthly.
Right.
By a woman doing self-breast exams monthly, 25% of cancers are caught that way. It's amazing what a woman can do for herself just by doing a self-breast exam.
And catch it again, early
detection.
Early
Yes.
detection.
Yes.
So if someone wants to make an appointment to learn more about your BCCP program, just in general about your well care program that you offer for women and families,
Yes.
because I know that you're responsible not just for coming here and talking with us today, but you're responsible for the maternal health care program and
Yes.
so many other important initiatives at our health department.
Right.
What's the best way for them to reach out to you?
I have a number that they could call.
Okay.
It is 910-989-3996.
Okay.
And my name is Michelle Killian again. Okay. And just reach out anytime and I will get you in the right clinic.
Well, that's the point there, is getting people the right kind of care.
Yes.
And guidance.
Yes.
And access and support.
Yes.
And I don't know of any place that does it better than the Onslow County Health Department and your team there.
Yes.
It's not far from where we are today.
Right.
Just on College Street, that beautiful CHS building.
Yes.
And we are so grateful, Michelle, for what you and your team do for, again, the care of women and families in Onslow County.
Yes.
Anything, sort of just final words that you would share with women out there who are like, I know I need to go. I need to go get that mammogram. What are you going to tell them?
I'm going to tell them early detection is the best. Come on in. We screen. We want you to come in. We want to make sure that you are healthy and that you've got other things that you've got to do. You've got to take care of your families. So we're here to help you stay well. We want to help you stay well. And if there is a cancer diagnosis, we will get you where you need to go and we will help you. Early detection, self-awareness is the key. You have two things that you can do. You can do your self-breast exams and you can get your screenings, and that is a great thing to keep you healthy.
Well, Michelle, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that reminder
Thank you.
to all of us, and thank you for what you do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me here today.
Welcome back to Onslow County today, and joining us is our friend LaQuisha Cadwallader from Onslow County Park and Recreation. LaQuisha, it's so good to see you.
It's great to be here.
All right, LaQuisha, I'm ready. It's that time of year.
It is that time.
And there are Christmas people and Easter people.
Right.
But there are definitely some Halloween people out there.
Absolutely. Yes,
And,
ma'am.
and you all say, come on,
Yes.
we love the Halloween
Yes,
people.
We want them. We want them to come on down.
So let's talk about, because you all have a couple of things going on.
Yep.
And the first is you have a Halloween movie series going on.
Yes.
And you're like, there are different levels of scary.
There is.
So let's talk about what you're going to show.
So October 7th at Hines Farm, we're going to show Lake Placid.
Ooh.
Yes, and that's for our older crowd. It's
Right,
18 and over. But it just sets the scene. There's a lake over there.
I was going to say, y'all got a pond.
Oh yeah, we've got the pond over there. So we're setting the atmosphere for Lake Placid on October the 7th. And then on October the 14th, we're going to show a classic, a favorite, family favorite, Hocus Pocus.
Oh, my favorite for sure.
Yes, that'll be at Stump Sound Park.
Okay.
And then October 29th, which is our Monster Bash, we're going to show at the end of all of that, we're going to show Coraline.
All right. So when we go to the movies at any of our parks, what do you recommend we bring and what can't we bring?
We want you to bring a blanket or a chair because it'll be open space, so you'll need somewhere to sit and enjoy, and a blanket maybe to keep warm. We'll have concessions, so we'll have hot dogs and popcorn will be there. So you don't have to bring any of that. If you want to, you can. You can bring maybe some snacks. No alcohol, of course.
sure.
Yes, but bring the family out and for a fun time.
All right. So spread out our blankets, and we never know, right? It could be 50 degrees.
Right.
It could be 80 degrees.
Yes.
So maybe some insect repellent.
Yes, that's
right?
important.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and monster repellent.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you want to be, spooky a little bit.
All right. All right. So then we've got movies going on all throughout October.
Yes.
And then, of course, Monster Bash.
Monster Bash. Yes, and it's going to be a bash. Yes.
I love this event. You know I love this
Yes,
event.
ma'am, you do.
And you all have, it's just so much fun.
It is.
And I love seeing all the kids in costume. Tell us, for people who've never been, you got to lay it all out for us.
It's a wonderful sight. Just seeing everybody come out with their creative ideas. They decorate their trunks. They give out candy to these wonderful kids that are dressed up in all these different kind of costumes. There's going to be a costume contest. We'll have games for children and adults to play. They'll win prizes. We'll do some face painting. They get to paint pumpkins. It's amazing.
It's so much fun. I think my favorite costumes, though, are when families come in a theme.
Yes.
Like the entire cast of Star Wars.
Yes.
Or,
that is my favorite as
or
well.
Wizard of Oz.
Yes.
I mean, the whole cast,
family.
the
Yes.
whole family
Yeah.
is fantastic. From the littlest person in a stroller to grandparents, everybody's
Yes.
there.
And the pets. Don't forget about the pets. They dress the pets up, and it's the cutest thing.
It is awesome. The other great thing is this is sort of this controlled environment
Yes.
where people can go to and enjoy all these different themes, and we've seen some fun themes
Yes,
through the
we have.
years. And it's free.
It's free. It's free to the public. Just come out, and we want you to have a good time.
Well, it is spectacular. Now, for people, I know you, as we were talking off camera, you still have a few spaces to go. So
We do.
if people are interested in having a space, what do they need to do if they want to set up their trunk?
Yes, if they want to set up their trunk, they just need to go to onslow.recdesk.com, and it's free to set up. It's free to register. We just need to know you're coming, and they can register there.
All right. And the idea is to have a spooky or a Halloween theme,
Yes.
but nothing that's promotional or political, nothing like that.
Nothing like that. No, we just want you to come out and decorate it, fun way, family friendly, of course, not too scary, but we want you to put your creativity into it.
Well, I just have to tell you, I know of a family who's already working on their theme.
Yes.
It's going to be very exciting.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well-
and you have a chance to win a prize if you are the best decorated trunk.
Fantastic. So Monster Bash, movie nights.
Yes.
When we get you all back, it'll be time to talk about winter sports and basketball
Yes.
and all of that. But for right now, we're just going to keep things on the scary side.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if they want to know more, LaQuisha always, where are we going to direct folks to go?
Stay focused on our Facebook page. We put everything on our Facebook page. And also, like I stated before, onslow.recdesk.com. You can find all of our events there, and you can register for any of our events and programs.
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you for being with us today, and thank you for bringing some Halloween fun to Onslow County.
Yes, thank you for having me, Miss Lisa.
Welcome back to Onslow County Today, and joining us is Sarah Ware with Onslow County Cooperative Extension. Sarah, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
Sarah, so your official title with Cooperative Extension is Family and Consumer Sciences Agent.
That is correct. Yes.
We were joking off camera about, secret agent duty.
Yes.
But we don't want to keep it a secret.
No,
we want to talk about all the cool things you're doing. Mm-hmm. And first and foremost is it's slightly cooler outside, and we know that means the fair will be soon.
Correct.
And Cooperative Extension does a phenomenal job. You're not setting up the Ferris wheel. That's not your job.
No.
You're doing the educational and sort of those traditional things that we associate with fairs through time. Talk a little bit about your role.
Correct. So I will be in charge of setting up the educational booths. We do have a few slots open, so we are extending that deadline to October 5th.
Okay.
If you would like to set up an educational booth, just give our office a call and we can talk more about it. There is a prize.
All right.
There are prizes. Then we also have the judging for the jams and the jellies and the quilts and all of that good stuff. And so make sure if you think you have the best apple pie to go ahead and submit that, and we can judge that as well.
Now, when we think about the fair, and we walk through, that first big building there at the American Legion, that's what greets us. Mm-hmm. It's those, and that's what our images are, Aunt Bee's pickles with a blue ribbon on them.
Correct.
And you want to be a blue ribbon winner.
Mm-hmm. It's bragging rights.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go to church and say, these
Exactly.
pickles are the best in the county.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if people are interested in first educational booths, where it can be anything, we have our beekeepers who have things, our
Correct.
local FFA,
Mm-hmm.
Our 4-H kiddos, always do great booths. And so you've got those educational spaces available. Just contact you at your office?
Yes, you can contact the office, and everyone has been advised of where the list is. Anyone can help you. Just say that you want an educational booth and we will help direct you.
Fantastic. And then if you want to enter the best apple pie in the county, or the best pickles, or the most beautiful quilt, what do we need to do and when do we need to bring it?
So the Monday, October 10th, I believe,
yes,
is when you will bring your item to the fairgrounds and then enter it that way.
All right, and when you register, you get a receipt and everything's recorded.
Correct.
Beautifully displayed,
Mm-hmm.
gets judged,
Mm-hmm.
and then you bring your family back that week and you see.
Correct.
Awesome. All right, so fair first, and then you're also offering some special classes in your capacity, not as fair coordinator, person, agent, special agent.
Special agent.
Then you are responsible for teaching and education, which is always, we know, the centerpiece of what Extension is all about. Mm-hmm. And you're teaching us how to use those kitchen gadgets that we still have in the box in the closet, waiting, gathering dust,
Mm-hmm.
that we really should use this fall, right?
Right, that is correct.
So things like what?
Okay, so we are starting with the electric pressure cooker.
Okay.
And we don't use brands, but
Right,
if you're
right.
not sure what that is, think Instapot. That is the brand.
Okay.
But electric pressure cooker, so I will be teaching a class on how to use that.
Okay.
We will be cooking a recipe together, hands-on, and it finishes the class just in time for lunch, so we get to eat.
Perfect timing.
Yes, that is the first class. The second will be on air fryer, same concept, and then the third class would be on slow cookers in December.
All right, well, again, perfect. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Put it all in, plug it up. I mean, as a child of the 70s, we lived with that particular glass-lidded
Right.
device.
Right.
And so dinner was ready when you got home.
Exactly.
And so, but you're going to take the fear out of it, the concerns that we have, and also give us some sort of sneak peek tips there too.
Correct. That is right.
So it comes out great. Is there a cost, Sarah, to participate?
So it's $10 per class. If
Okay.
you want to sign up for all three, you can pay $30 at the beginning, or you can just pick and choose which class. We're doing it once a month, October, November, and December.
Okay.
And the information's on our Facebook page. You can call the office to get the dates. We'll sign you up that way.
All right. And then for those folks who are a little more advanced, but who want to return to sort of, we talked so much during the pandemic about people gardening and then having this abundance of tomatoes and what do I do? You're going to also be teaching a canning class.
That is correct.
Okay.
So Peggy and I taught one a few months ago, and we had a lot of interest. We do an intro class. That's usually the largest class. And then we do a hands-on water bath class, and then a hands-on pressure canning class.
Very good. Okay.
And so last time we did this during the day. This time we're going to do it at night or on weekends for those who work and couldn't attend last time. And so I would like to collect some more interested parties to call the office, let us know you're interested, and then we'll pick some dates that works for everybody.
Well, back in the early days of cooperative extension here in Onslow County, we had what was called the home demonstration agent. And the home demonstration agent's role was to teach farm wives how to can safely. So we're just fast forwarding about 100 years.
Right.
Really and truly, because we're looking at the 100th anniversary of a lot of these services that you all provide. And everything old is new again.
That's correct.
Well, fantastic. Now, speaking of new, some exciting news.
Yes.
You guys are going to be leaving your building, the building that we think of as the multipurpose complex.
Correct.
And venturing over to our government center.
Yes. Beautiful facility. We will be there. I believe we'll be there November 1st. So we just want to put that out to everyone to let you know after November 1st, if you come to the multi-purpose complex where we are now, we won't be there, but it's not too far away, right down the road.
Fantastic. As a matter of fact, anybody who's ever used that little back cut through road to get to the light, just right there.
Yep.
So not too far from your current location. And today we've been talking a little bit about the history of extension. We are just about 2 blocks from your original location.
There you go.
So change happens.
Yes.
And so we've got the fair, we've got canning classes, we've got kitchen gadget classes, we've got a move going on. Sir, you're going to need a vacation.
Yes. I'll try to pencil that in.
Well, we're so pleased that you joined us today. Again, let's direct folks to your main best way to reach you all. What's the best way to know everything that's going on?
So our Facebook page is a great place to start, but our number has always been the same and will continue to be the same moving into the future. And that's the best way to contact us.
Okay, so give you all a call, check out your Facebook, check out your website.
Correct.
And get ready to can some pickles. If you're not ready this year for the fair, take your class. And next year you'll be ready.
That's absolutely right.
All right. Well, Sarah, as always, it's so fun talking with you and everything that you do. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you at the fair.
Correct. Thank you.
As always, we want to thank you for joining us for Onslow County today, and a special thank you to all of our guests who came out to be with us here at the historic Pelletier House. This house was built between 1850 and 1860 by Rufus Pelletier, and Rufus Pelletier just happened to be on the committee that started the first fair here in Onslow County in about 1855. So everything just sort of has come full circle today. It is the most beautiful time of year at one of my favorite places, and as always, we're going to invite you to get out and explore your Onslow County today. We'll see you next time.